Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, yeah, that PlayStation Showcase though, that was something, wasn't it? Now that was something. That was something for sure. Like his thing, you can't say it was boring. I definitely can't say it was boring. But was it good? Far from it. That's for sure. But now let's talk about the showcase for a second. And plus, let's get this out the way first. Let's get this out the way. Spider-Man 2, it did not save the showcase. It did not save that trash showcase. It did not. Because let's keep it real, the majority of that showcase was just indie games on VR. Enough that's enough said already. And it was freaking I can't even think. It was third party games. Third party games that are going to be on Xbox, PC, stuff like that, Switch, stuff like that. So honestly, the majority of that showcase was really just like that. That could have been a state of play, to be honest with you. I'm watching the showcase. I'm thinking to myself that this really could have been a state of play, honestly. And honestly, in my opinion, not now. I think now we should have a honest discussion about the decline of PlayStation for like the past maybe 3 years now, because let's keep it real. This generation has been off to a very rocky start. It's been off to a very rocky start because um we didn't have PS5s for pretty much the first 2 years. Literally PS5s weren't available to like maybe like at the beginning of this year pretty much. So the first 2 years PS5s were pretty much just scarce for the first 2 years. Sony shut down some of their smaller studios, so now we're not even getting like those unique Japanese games anymore. Um, and what else? And now Naughty Dog's been tripping recently, especially with the recent news that factions is still like apparently like apparently they're having some issues with factions because apparently Bungie told them that the game wasn't ready for to be launched as like a live service game, and I'm like, bro, I am so tired of live service games, bro. I'm so tired of those games, bro. I keep telling people Fortnite done ruined the whole industry. It did. Like we will never get a normal multiplayer experience ever again after Fortnite, honestly. Like I'm just annoyed that every company is trying this now. Like we've seen this live service games fail 90% of the time within the first year. So what is the point of like constantly pursuing these live service games? How about you just launch a multiplayer that comes along with the game that's a full completed experience from the beginning? That's how multiplayer should be done. But of course, I digress. But yeah, and yeah, like this showcase, in my opinion, it pretty much like confirmed my worst fears about PlayStation. PlayStation is going in a direction that I don't even like, honestly, at this point. Like PlayStation is pretty much becoming like Nintendo now, pretty much. Like they're just making all the wrong decisions, pretty much, like for like the past 3 years, pretty much. Um, Especially to me, the ending of the showcase pretty much confirmed to me like that PlayStation is starting to lose their marbles now. Like y'all are losing your marbles. Like y'all are out of your mind. Because I don't know if y'all remember at the very end they showed the PS they had Jim Ryan come out. Good old Jim Ryan, the most liked, the most universally liked PlayStation guy of all time. Sarcasm. But yeah, he came out and then he said, yeah, we'd like to introduce like these new products or whatever. To me, the fact that he was very brief about it kind of just showed me. I'm like, oh, the fact that he was very brief about showing Project Q off, the new apparently handheld that they have. That it just shows me they know it's low key not gonna sell very well. They already know it's not gonna do very well. I feel like they kind of already know. They kind of already like it's already giving me PSVR VR2 vibes. It already is. Because I remember they showed off Project Q, which is pretty much because what's crazy. All the rumors that have been coming out about like all the rumors that come up before showcases about like new products. It's been dead on accurate. It was pretty much like a it's like a what's it called again, like a streaming device that pretty much you have to connect your PS5 to, and you're able to like play like PS5 games on it. It's like a remote handheld, pretty much, yeah, like a remote play handheld. Pretty much like you have to be connected to your PS5, and you can play like PS5 games on it, which is like mind blowing me. Like it's not mind blowing, but it's like it doesn't make any sense to me because like um we already have phones that can do that. So what's the point of them launching a whole like handheld behind this? Like what's the point, honestly? And aesthetically speaking, the handheld looks weird. Like it's just a tablet with two like PS5 like with a PS5 controller attached to it. So it's just like okay, like this is just like it's like they didn't even really try with the design. So yeah, that's probably another flop incoming for PlayStation, just like VR2. Um, and honestly, like I feel like PlayStation is starting to get like more complacent with like the games now. Honestly, like even like with the new exclusives that were shown off, it's the same type of games again, bro. Like they're like I remember they showed a game off called Phantom. I think it's called Phantom Blade. Yeah, it was showed off. It was showed off during the thing, which I mean, a lot of people were hyping up. But I'm saying to myself, I'm like, when is PlayStation gonna get back to like doing like different types of games again? Like, when are they gonna get back to like doing like platformers? They used to do like fighting games. They used to be like Nintendo. They used to be like involved in everything. And now PlayStation just stopped. Now they're all about just like making the most basic like walking simulators, like third person simulators. I swear, ever since Last of Us came out, bro, I'm telling you, like they have not been able to like they've just been stagnant in their growth of games, pretty much. It's just been a stagnation right after that. After that, all we've gotten is just Last of Us clones. We got Days Gone, Last of Us clone. We've got God of War now, Last of Us clone. Freaking Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us clone. Like we're just getting walking simulators now. Like it's just annoying to me how Sony is just trying to replicate Last of Us in every single like genre now. They're just trying to make a walking simulator now at this point. It's so annoying, bro. Like I'm getting kind of tired of Sony at this point. Because here's the thing, even me, I was never like the biggest fan of their exclusives, and even the stats show it. Most PlayStation exclusives don't even sell that well, really. Like compared to how many consoles they have out. Like even on the PS2, I think their highest selling PS2 exclusives sold like what 15 million or something like that. Like PlayStation never had like them like they never had the best selling exclusives to begin with, really, honestly, that people liked. So the fact that now like they're starting to decline in exclusives, I'm seeing less and less of a reason to even like have a PlayStation at this point. But honestly though, Sony is really lucky that they make nice consoles. Because I mean, one thing, if there's one thing you can't lie about PlayStation, they make nice consoles. I can't even lie. PS5, like PS5 is arguably one of the, cause my PS5's right there. That's probably one of the most aesthetically pleasing looking consoles I've ever seen, and it runs well, and the controller is cool. Like I can't lie, when it comes to making PS5s, Sony is top tier. I bet that Sony is top tier when it comes to making consoles. But their games, yeah, they've to me they've needed to work on that for a while now when it comes to their games. Honestly, if Sony made games like perfect, if they made great exclusives, honestly, Sony would hands down be like number one like in gaming right now, no problem. But that crown still goes to Nintendo. But yeah, I feel like when it comes to this stuff, like when it comes to like the direction PlayStation is going in, I'm not a fan of it right now. I'm not a fan of it because it's like they're doing everything possible to piss everybody off now. Like that, like they're going straight anti-consumer now at this point. Because now the PS4 and PS5, because the PS5 is selling like hotcakes now, so and Xbox is not really giving them any competition right now, so they pretty much have just been able to do whatever they wanted to do. So pretty much after this showcase, who knows when the next showcase we're getting? We might not get one until maybe next year. Next year, bro. It's been because think about this showcase that just recently came up. That was from we didn't get a showcase until like we before that we had a showcase back in 2021. We didn't get another one until like 2023. So who knows the next time we're gonna hear from Sony? 2025. when the PS6 is about to come out, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. Like, yeah, PlayStation. I'm just not a fan of their current behavior right now. Like I'm starting to like PlayStation less and less, but as the days goes on, like it's and honestly, this applies to every game company. Really, I don't really like most game companies now at this point. Like it's I just don't. And plus the main issue is a lot of Sony fanboys are trying to defend this conference like it was a good conference. Fam, we waited 2 years for this. 2 years, fam. 2 years. And all they showed us was what, Spider-Man 2. We knew that was coming. Phantom Blade, the game looks cool, but it was just a CGI trailer. And they showed us Foams. I think there was a game called Foam Stars. Oh my goodness. That was probably the most obvious Splatoon clone I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, bro. What are y'all doing, bro? Like, like, what are y'all doing with this game, bro? Like, this is not Sony. Like y'all just gonna copy it from Nintendo straight up now? Like, that's just crazy, honestly. Like, I'm just telling you, bro. Like, I'm ready to like give up on my Sony fanboyism at this point. I mean, I'm not really a fanboy of any company. I'm just joking, but still, like, I'm just like I'm starting to lose like my love for a lot of these companies. I really am. Like I really am. Like this showcase it's not a good sign. It's not a good sign for the future. I'll say this. It's just not a good sign for the future. It's not. So yeah, that showcase was definitely not it, honestly. And and I think the showcase Loki proved that like Insomniac is like PlayStation's best studio at this point. Like to me, think about it. For the past 3-4 years, who has been consistently putting out great games for PlayStation? It's been Insomniac. To me, low key, Insomniac's always been like they've always been their best developer. Honestly, if you really think about it, they've always been their best developer. They've made all their like I guess well received IPs. They've made Ratchet and Clank. They've made I think they made Resistance. They've made what should we call it? They just made Spider-Man. Like honestly, like Insomniac has a really good record. I'm not gonna lie, they have a pretty like flawless record. I'm not gonna lie. So Insomniac right now is carrying PlayStation right now. Like I'm telling you, because Naughty Dog they haven't really put out a game since like what since 2020. We haven't heard from Naughty Dog in a while. So yeah, Insomniac is carrying. Honestly, without Insomniac, I would not even be interested in PlayStation games right now. Honestly, I'm be honest with you. If without Insomniac, I would just be playing straight up like third party games right now on my PS5. I wouldn't even be caring about PlayStation exclusives because I don't really have any interest in any PlayStation exclusives besides Spider Man. If I'm being quite honest with you, besides Spider Man, I have like no interest in any other PlayStation exclusive ever. So thank God for Spider Man. So yeah, a lot of things, a lot of concerning things in this showcase, honestly. So, I mean, here's the thing: Xbox now has a good chance to like actually like put a dent in Sony's empire. Now, if Xbox comes out, because I know Xbox has a conference coming up on June 8th, I'm pretty sure. So when that conference comes up, Xbox. This is low key like a free layup for y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It's like a free layup. Like it's like a free. Like it's like a free W pretty much. But here's the thing: knowing Xbox might still somehow mess this up. Honestly, like I promise you, Phil Spencer's probably gonna come out and probably introduce some like indie trash. I promise you. Like to me, if Xbox wants to come out, they have to start off strong. They have to come and hit them strong from the beginning. Because I promise you, once PlayStation starts feeling that pressure, then they're gonna want to like start showing more games and everything, and start wanting to be like more present in like the media. Because let's keep it real. PlayStation has been pretty silent like the past like ever since like Loki ever since Xbox fell off. PlayStation has been pretty silent pretty much since then. Like like after 2016 like they have rarely have said much like in the press or anything in general because they haven't had a reason to really honestly. Because let's keep it real. Xbox is like their main competitor. Like Nintendo's kind of just doing their own thing now. So like whatever Nintendo does doesn't really affect them too much. So. Yeah, like PlayStation is just they've just been chilling since 2016. So yeah, we definitely need some pressure on them now. So hopefully that Xbox conference comes through. So I'll cover that too. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm not a pony. I'm not like a fanboy. Like a blind loyal fanboy to these companies. I like to see what every company offers. Now, do I own Xbox? No. I'll if I ever buy any Xbox games, it's gonna be on PC. So I'm just letting you know. So yeah, but yeah. So hopefully, these suckers at I'm speaking like the gamer 23 now. So hopefully these whack jobs at Xbox got something cooking. Because I'm telling you right now, Xbox, if y'all don't put if y'all don't put this pressure on PlayStation right now, I don't know when you're going to at this point. I don't know when because PlayStation needs some pressure right now. PlayStation needs some pressure. They really need it right now because honestly, they haven't had any real pressure in a while. Honestly, so Xbox June 8th. I'm gonna be watching you on June 8th, bro. I'm gonna be watching you on June 8th. Now, if you, I'm telling y'all, Xbox, if y'all flop this, if y'all screw this up, I'm telling you, if you guys mess this up, Xbox fans, y'all can never say anything ever again. I don't want to hear nothing from Xbox fans anymore. You guys are just don't even ever fanboy over them ever again. I don't want to hear it. Because if Xbox can't get this W after PlayStation had their worst showcase probably ever, I don't know, man. I don't know. So yeah, let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think, and follow me on my Instagram, Only We Game. It's the same as my YouTube stuff, TikTok. I post skits on there. Trying to be funny and everything, and I post like some gaming stuff on there too. So yeah, follow me on there, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video, and we out.